Okay, I guess we're live. Yeah, welcome to my first live stream. The goal today, or maybe let's quickly start again from the start. So I kind of like never found time in the last year or so to like work on my hobby projects. And I also never found time to make more content for my YouTube channel. So my idea was kind of like to combine the two and kind of like force myself on a stricter schedule. So basically, here's on every Sunday afternoon. I'll do a live stream just with the stuff I'm working on at the moment. So right now, it's time to start a new project, which is building LDO Voron 0.2 kit. I did the unboxing as a semi-live stream, as a test run yesterday, which I didn't stream live, but like I know published. Audio was quite horrific, so I hope today it's better. I also added the light today, so it's a little bit nicer from the lighting situation. Yeah, so let's see. Music is definitely not as loud as yesterday. It's still the same random, crappy YouTube free music. Let's see if I can improve that in the future. But yeah, for now it's still like kind of like low effort stream. Let's see how it goes. Yeah, so let's quickly just jump in and see what we need to do today. Here you go. So basically, today we want to go through the frame section of the manual. I don't think we will install the bed today because I'm still missing the translucent part for the front, like the diffuser for the LED. I didn't print it yet. So I'm not sure if we can assemble. Technically, we could assemble the bed. It just would be a little bit painful to like put this in later. So I think like for today, I would be super happy if we have the frame built solid. Everything square. That's kind of like what I'm kind of like afraid of. That's like not super square. But yeah, that's kind of like my goal for today. Yeah. So let's also quickly go through here. I already did that. So I sorted all the extrusions. Oh, by the way, yeah, we're building on a tempered glass piece, which is the side panel of my PC case. Yeah, that's the best I have when it comes to like super flat surfaces. Like I think tempered glass should be fine. I'm mildly afraid of scratching it, but shouldn't be the case. So yeah, you also see like the beautiful reflection here of all my stuff. So it's very nice. But yeah, let me quickly show you what I did yesterday. So I cleaned the linear rails with IPA and I lubricated them using the Mobilux EP2 grease. So they're all lubricated. I also sorted them. So this one is a little bit stiffer. This one's, yeah, those are like a little bit stiff. This one definitely is very stiff. So I used those for the Z axis. Yeah, this is a Z. And those two are like running very nicely. So those will go to the Y. I also sorted the different extrusions. So this is the E-type, C, and H-type, D-type, and A and B-type. So according to the manual, the difference between C and H and A and B is that the ends are tapped or not tapped. But for the LDO kit, seemingly they just tapped all the ends. So that doesn't make a difference for us. That's why they are lumped together. Yeah, so that's kind of the things we need. I also bought one of those, so hopefully this helps. And I have one extra extrusion, which is from the top head. So my plan is basically to clamp it next to like the other extrusions to ensure that they line up. Let's see if it works. And yeah, like I'm not sure how it sounds in a recording, but it's not very nice to have the metal extrusions hitting the glass pane. But yeah, that's what we have to deal with today. Yeah, let's see. I guess we can start. Let's pull up the browser and oh, by the way, this took me like forever. Like I was looking for the F and G type extrusions yesterday like crazy. I was like already like, oh no, they didn't pack it. But yeah, so the LDO kit comes with the Kirigami bed mount. And yeah, we don't need those for the like those are for the bed. but we don't have standard beds, and we don't need them, and we don't have them. But that took me like fair 5 minutes. Same goes with this. We have the kit comes with those. Look, yeah. So we have those, which is basically replacement for what we see here. Yeah. So that can be skipped. Secure the carriages. That should also be done for us. We have those little handy end stops here. I hope they don't fall out, but this should be good. Yeah. So we need 2 E extrusions. Let's grab 2 E extrusions. Do they have any holes? Yes, they have holes, and they're like oriented like this in the manual. So let's keep that in mind. Yeah, they also called out the hole. Oh, you don't see it. It also calls out the hole here, so that's something we need to pay attention to. Yes, so basically we align the linear rail 38 millimeters from the top on the side with the hole. And yeah, that's it. I'm not sure if they have a side. Oh, I need to get used to switching the camera. I'm not sure if they have a side or not. I guess this kind of looks like they have like tempered edges here, so I guess this goes up. The first parts are combined. Are we building the X or the Y axis right now? The Z or the Y? Oh, this is Y, okay. So we need to use our better linear rails. So that goes like this. We also have those. And we have this. So this needs to be 38 millimeters. It goes like this. And we need 2 and 6. So this is this pack here. Those are tiny. Let's try to align this. So. Nothing. Okay. Okay, let's just very loosely tighten those for now so we can align the linear rail properly. It's every second hole, as it seems. It looks like my spacing is a little bit different than in the manual, because like here, like basically the middle two are drilled out in the carrier below. Oh, Hi, Chris. You are welcome for Octoapp. I'm still trying to do like a little bit different things than Octoapp. In the last months, I was like hyper focused on the app with the iOS release, and yeah, that's kind of like why all my other hobbies kind of fell down the side. Yeah, that's also like kind of like I didn't print a lot in the last year, like very minimal. And hopefully I can change that a little bit now by just like streaming every now and then. That would be really cool if I can kind of like manage to combine everything a little bit, making YouTube content, working on stuff, printing, and kind of forcing myself to do something else than work on Octave. Let's see. That is 38. Let's tighten those down. Okay, that looks like we have the first part assembled. Let's make sure to add stoppers again. It's like my nightmare is like losing the rail carriage. That would really suck if it slides off. Cool. And again. Those screws are tiny. There's quite a lot of those. It's like 75 pieces. I assume they packed spares for sure. It's a lot. I mean, like we need 6 for one rail. I wonder whether there's like a smart way of like aligning the two sides that are like perfectly the same and like without measuring it. Two more. Okay. This is still sliding around. All right, we still need those. And most likely it doesn't really matter if it's like 1/4 millimeter left or right. See. That should be tight. I missed one. Good, double check the screws. Okay. Let's put the stop locks back, and that's our first step. Yeah, it's off ever so slightly, like, I'm not sure if that's like, let me nudge that a little bit. Let's be diligent for the first step at least. Okay. So. Okay, now this should be aligned. Then let's tighten one down. It doesn't slide. And then we can use the guides here to make sure it's centered. Okay. I assume we have to like loosen them again anyways, like once we kind of like put the X-beam in between those, right? So that we are like 100% sure that they're like perfectly parallel. I assume like at some point we have to loosen them again. Okay. Cool. Put those aside. What's next? Preventing mishaps. That's my specialty. Like not the preventing, but like the mishap part. Yes, so we have the stop blocks there, so that's exactly what they're for. And we also add now the end stops or end blocks, which I of course do not have here. So give me 1 second. Here we go. Forgot the most important part. So these are like my printed parts for the frame and bed. And here we have our little end stuff, or end blocks. Yeah, I'm printing all the parts myself, which I think is kind of like part of the experience. Thanks, Nick. Have you like the app? Yeah, I'm trying to print everything myself, and it's kind of interesting because I started out with a like super badly working Ender 3, like it was barely able to print. And it was like the last week or so, I just like replaced entire electronics. The mainboard was partly broken because I couldn't control the hot end fan the part pulling fan anymore, which really sucked. So I replaced everything, I tuned it, and now it's like, yeah, it's like good prints. Like it's okay. Like it's most like not the best print ever, but it's like solid. And ABS. It's my first time printing with ABS, and it works quite okay. Like I don't have a lot of warping. Sometimes like this one's actually quite bad. Like a little bit of warping here on the edge. But generally, like I don't have a lot of warping issues, which is really nice. And by now I actually use like 50% fan, which is quite a lot. I would never have imagined that ABS can handle like 50% fan, but I needed it because otherwise I had issues with overheating. So basically like everything that was like overhangs was super terrible. So definitely some fan needed. Oh, where's the nut? Okay. Let's see, I have the hex nuts here. So that goes here. Oh, you still see the manual. My bad. I really need to get used to that. And the next step or thing we need is the M3x8, 110 pieces. That's a lot of screws you need for that build. Oh, that's a different size. Yeah, I only have one handle, which is kind of bad. Need to find something else. Okay. I guess we go all the way. Ah, okay, like the no drop mod. So basically how this works is like there's like this little carrier plates, and you put a nut inside, and then basically you slide it in, and the carrier basically, that's the closest it can get, because then it like touches with the metal bar we put in before. And then we just put that on top. Let's see if we have to swap a lot between the two. I will try to get a second handle. Oh, that's a little bit crooked. Okay, that's one. Okay. It's like turning a little bit when you tighten this screw. Then I guess we can remove those two stoppers already. Perfect. Let's maybe actually use this as a guide to make it straight. This one is okay. Cool. Let's see, next step. Yeah, that's it for those two. Let's put that aside. And then we need 2 times the C extrusion. Here we go. C extrusion. So these are the ones with holes on both ends. Yeah, and according to the manual, the holes need to be facing up. Let's see. Oh, that's the wrong one. Here we go. Put those in. I guess we need to center them. It doesn't say. Ah, it says 2 pages down. Okay, let's quickly just fix them. Let's just fix them in place. Yeah. And maybe try to work a little bit more over here so you see a bit more. And the two in the middle. Like, it's so crazy, like looking at this printer like online, like, I mean, I knew it was small, like it's a 12 centimeter cubed print area. So it's small, but like working on those parts, it's really small. Like it's everything's so small and tiny. It's crazy. Tighten some too much. Which one did I tighten so much that I can't move it? Ah, this one. Okay. Let's use those again. Okay. And in the manual, basically 2 pages down, it says that we need to have 33 millimeters on the top side. I guess there's no top side to that, right? Like they're just the same. They have tabs on both sides. They have the same spacing from the hole here. So I guess we can just pick one to be the top. Let's do 33. Like this. Tighten it. Okay. And let's put the next one on here. That's already the last linear rail. There was a bit grease in the hole. I wasn't sure if there's like a screw hole below. And yes, there is. Okay. I always tighten them directly down. Okay, let's quickly make sure that they're like aligned in this direction. Yeah, that should be fine. And let's tighten it down. Okay, that is the linear rails. Then the manual tells us to add 2 end stops on the top side, so that's the side with more space. We better do stoppers. And this one I should put back. I'm sure they have like top or bottom. Okay, that's one. Oh, shit. No. That's the manual. Okay. We'll save those 2 stoppers. Okay. So that's the next part done. Then now we have to combine stuff. Where does it say B extrusion? So we need a B extrusion. That's those. And I think the B extrusion doesn't have any holes. So how does it work? We need M3 by 10 for the sides and M3 by 6 for the top. I'm just looking at this. Basically, like the sides here are M3 by 10 and M3 by 6 for the top. Make sure to loose those screws. Let's make sure to not lose those screws. So we need M3 by 6. Those. And M3 by 10. Here. 5 pieces only. That's a very small bag. Okay, let's put the ones on the end first. easiest to put them in my hand first. Okay. Then I guess there's no like top or bottom on those because they're like exactly the same on all sides. So we need 4 of those, and then the manual said to preload 2 extra. So we need 4 per. I don't think I printed enough of those. I only printed 20. We're kind of like going through them at an alarming pace. I knew I won't need to print more, but I hoped that it would be enough for the frame. Okay. I mean, technically you could also put in nuts without those carriers. That it's like optional, according to the manual, but I think it would be quite a pain to make that align. I regret putting the screws in on the side first. Let me get them out again. We need 4. Yep. Yeah, let's get the screws out. Well, oh, God. I will never learn that. So we have now like the 4 preloaded. Let me add the screw back to the side. And then the outer ones get M3 by 6s. Okay, let's put this in. Okay. So that's all the nuts. Let's double check this. So insert 2 additional M3 nuts into the highlighted slot between the ones added to a fixed M3 by 6. They will be used to attach the Z stepper mount in a later step. Okay. Preloading will become a common theme. I'm very well aware of that. Okay. So basically need to be aligned like this, and then we have the ones for the Z, which is the centered ones, I believe. Yeah. And this orientation, so basically this double buffer. This goes in here. So basically, I'm just like putting this head of the screw like in the rail. So we did that. Yeah, and then we tighten them through the little hole. So they're like those extrusions have the holes at the end. Show this like the holes. So basically we tighten them through there, but I think, yeah, that won't work. That means I need another tool. Oh, well, that's the tool bag that came with the kit. So I'm too lazy to get up and get my tools, but this one should be what we need. Yeah. Okay. Okay, that works. So it says nut check. So yes, we have two. So in the manual, it says nut check down here. So we have two nuts preloaded in that position. I'm now wondering what the dimensions is. Like they didn't tell us yet, like the spacing. I assume it doesn't really matter for now. Okay, then let's tighten it down for now. I mean, not quite, so it can still a little bit slide. I just saw in the manual that the next step we will add like the side things. I think that's like the way more important step, is to get those properly aligned. Okay, let's call it okay. Like it's terrible for now, but so the manual says now to use 2 H extrusions and slide them on the side nuts, side screws. Let's get H. So that's the last ones with the screw holes. Okay, this side for now. Maybe I can also show now kind of what I'm doing. So there are like the little holes here, and then behind the hole there's the screw head of the screw we put in. Now I can basically tighten that. Okay, so I think this is now like where we need to start to make sure that this is like perfectly square. What I saw somewhere, don't ask me where, is to basically use a clamp and like a spare extrusion to kind of build like a little like jig. So that's okay. It's smooth. Let's tighten this, and then basically I just make sure to press down and like into the corner. Okay, and now this should be technically perfectly square. Let's repeat it on top. It's a bit awkward because I can't rotate the Allen wrench fully. Okay. Then this should be now technically perfectly square. Let's quickly check that. So I have my engineering square. Which looks good. This looks nice and square. Just double checking that the linear rails are secured. Yeah, looks good. Like this, I see myself dropping it onto tempered glass and like shattering it in 1,000 pieces. This is exactly what will happen within the next half hour. Okay, let's put this in here and just do the exact same thing again. By the way, like this is like something that annoys me slightly. Like, like you can kind of see it on camera. Like this extrusion and this extrusion is ever so slightly darker than the ones in the middle. Maybe I should have used it like for the other direction, to be honest. Because now it's like part of the outer frame. But yeah, oh well. Do you want to change that? Am I bothered enough by that? No, it's fine. I'll ignore that. Okay, let's make sure it's not super tightened down. Not, so we can slide that. And then let's fix it again. Okay. So basically the idea is like the tempered glass is perfectly level. And then the assumption would be that the extrusions are perfectly straight. And then this would allow me now to like constrain the joint I'm building in like all 3 dimensions. So technically it should be perfectly straight after I'm doing this. Like, not those. They're completely winged in there. Let's actually loosen those. Yeah, they're kind of loose. And then I have to align them. Oh shit. Well. Luckily we still can fix that. Okay. Manual time. So use a 2mm hex drive to tighten the screws. We did that. And now it tells 58mm each from the side. Okay. So this needs to be 58mm, but not from the extrusion, but like from the cut here. I'm wondering what I can do, like kind of like a reference comparison thingy. So this is 58. Is it? Yeah, no, it should be. Okay. Let's tighten this one. Okay. But now it's not aligned vertically. Let's just double check. Yeah, that's 58. And that's 58. Let's just use the ruler to ensure that's aligned. Okay. Okay. Then to the other side, 58. That's a bit tricky. Okay, this should be 58. Let's do this again. Okay, let's check the bottom. Okay, should also be aligned. That's 58. This is 58. This is 58. And that's ever so slightly not 58. Let's okay. Yeah, now it's better. Okay. So that's our first assembly, I guess, or like sub-assembly. Let's see how the manual tells us to continue. It also tells us to double check that it's 90. We kind of did that, but let's double check just to make sure. That looks perfectly 90. That looks like 90. That's a little bit off. Okay, so we need to double check at least one corner, which doesn't really. This one's also a little bit off. Okay. Then let's redo that. Yeah, let's redo that. I heard multiple times that it's like better to like spend more time here in the beginning and making sure everything is perfectly square than trying to fix it later when you see like issues with the prints. Let's also make sure to not tighten that down. Well, maybe that was the issue because we like tightened those down first. Okay, let's do it again. Okay, so those are loose. And then basically this one should now be perfectly square. Okay. Let's do this side. So make sure I see the camera, so I see what you see. Okay. Okay. So this one doesn't really, like there's a little bit of give. So if the other one would be perfect now, right? This one should align perfectly. Let's tighten this down anyways. Okay. I'll just quickly tighten those, just so they don't slide away. Let's test again. That looks square. That's also square. That's not square. So this one is perfect again. So it's this corner here. Let's try again. Yeah, now it's better. See if the rest is still square. Yeah, that also looks good. There's like an ever so slight gap up here, but I think this should be fine. Yeah, good. And back to the start. Okay. Yeah, but now it's rocking. No, it's not rocking. Oof. That most likely means that my glass isn't level. That's not good. Let's see. Maybe I can add a second one like this. And kind of like have this like sandwich. There's a little bit of rocking. But then I'm not sure if this is like 1000% flat. I guess most likely not. It sucks. If I position it like this, it doesn't rock. If I then turn it around, yeah. But I'm wondering if there's like a dent here or something. Seems like. Okay, I think I will just continue like this now. Good morning. Yeah, I'll just continue for now and just hope for the best. Most likely this will come and haunt me in the future, but okay, let's put this back to 58. It's lined on top. Okay. That is 58. That's good. And 58. Okay. Then I would call this complete for now. Let's see how we continue. Okay. Now they tell us to put the stop lock in on the bottom. And then we move to the bed. Okay, let's put the stop lock in for only one side, which is interesting. I think the other side has the Z end stop. Maybe that's why they don't do it on both, but only on one. M3x8. For a second I thought I didn't have an extra one, but it's there. No, come on. Okay, let's use this again to make it square. Okay. Nice. Okay. We do not have these parts here because they're part of the like original bed assembly. But we have the Kirigami bed, which means we can skip to page 43, but I guess not quite because we have to do some other things. Yes, so they basically now attach the bed to what we have here. Okay, let me quickly grab the Kirigami step. Oh, sorry, Coke. I'm like really bad at switching the windows. I didn't see a comment. Yeah, it's like I think like the perfect square doesn't exist. I guess it's like there's a limit on how good it can be. But I'm trying my best to do it well. But yeah, I'm 100% certain this is like not a proved solution. Okay, let me quickly grab the bed assembly. Here we go. Here we go. So, so we have a cable, which we later need, I guess. We have this little like RGB LED, which goes to the front. We have two Wago mounts. We have some little like connector thingy. Fasteners. And we have the star of the show, which is the bed itself. So this basically will go onto here. I already see visually that this is like not perfect, so I guess we can just loosen like one side after this is mounted and then like move it up and down to make sure everything is like square and in line. Okay, so yeah, we need to figure out how to assemble that. Let me just park that over here for now. Or maybe let's put this below there. Okay. So there are some printed parts for this. This is the front, which goes here, like this, and the LED goes in here. This is the mount for the Wago. Put them in here already. . Oh, that is tight. Okay, I guess they're not really supposed to come out there, so that's good. Looking at this, I think this goes here. Yeah, that looks like. And then I know this goes here. Then we have a cable strain, which I know goes here. Like on the side, like the cable comes out here. And we have some parts, I'm not 100% sure how to attach them. And I know this one goes in the back somehow. Okay, let's see. Also this, oh, that's a duplicate, I printed it twice. And that's on spacer. Okay, let's look in the manual how to put this all together. Let's see. Okay, so this is how it's supposed to look at the end. So this goes like this. It's like I'm a bit annoyed. Like this one is the this one is like the old design, and like I downloaded this and printed this, and then like they published like a new design here in the middle. It's like this like stealth look, how they call it. I was too lazy to reprint it, so. Yeah, okay. It doesn't show the electronics mount we have. That's a little bit of a mystery now to me. But it looks like here we have to put heated inserts. And no, that already doesn't want to come out anymore. This looks like we directly... No, also looks like a heated insert. So we need heated inserts. 1, 2, 3. We also need heated inserts here. Here. And that seems to be all we need heated inserts for. Oh, also here for sure. And here they use nuts. Okay. That means we need to do our first heated inserts. I'm a little bit scared. Also here we need one. Let's see, there's a fastener kit here for the origami bed separately. Yeah, we have plenty. So we have 2 hex nuts for the front. We have plenty M3x6 screws and a couple M2x4. I'm now not sure. Oh, they're most likely to mount the bed. So it's like 12, it's like 8 we need here. I'm pretty sure that's like a M2. So heated inserts, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. I could have read the label 14. So it's 1, 3, 5, 7, 8, 10, technically 12. Okay, let's do some heated inserts. Yep. That means I need to plug in my soldering iron. 1 second. That also means I have to unplug the laptop because I only have 2 outlets there. So from now on we are running on time for the stream. Yeah, it's the first time I'm doing this. Let me actually quickly do a cold test fit. And let me make sure you see everything. Okay, so basically that goes in like this. Does it? I'm not sure because there's not... Heated inserts, perfect. So where do we go? Okay. Let's just follow this. So that's this piece here. Let's quickly align this. That looks about right. And I don't know, kind of have to try it. Let's just put a little bit under what I print. I print this at 240, so let's just put this on my 200 for now. And see how it goes. Oh. This doesn't go in well on this side. Okay, let's quickly do other side first because here it falls in directly. You can't really see anything, can you? Let me try to arrange this a little bit different here. Let's just use this to, let's flush. Yeah, first one. Not too shabby. Let's get the next one. Temperature seems to be okay. They sink in, but not hyper fast. Maybe I can up it a little bit. And technically I can also just press it on the... Yeah, let's put it up a little bit. So it's 200 at the moment. Just put to 220. Okay. Yep, that was okay. So this side was a little bit bad because it didn't sink right in, which is a bit bad. Let's see. Yep. Okay. It worked. I'm not sure if my printer is not 1000% calibrated, I guess. Yeah, this one needs a little bit more, I guess. Like they're still standing out of it. Maybe like put a little bit more temperature again, because I still have to push quite a bit. I need more practice with that for sure. Okay. This looks good. Let's continue to the next part. So that's the front. Let's see. Yeah, no, it's like what do I have now? 240. It thinks in a nice rate, I think. You don't have to push a lot. Maybe let me change the angle here a bit. Maybe if you're down a bit more, where the camera helps to see. Okay. That's those two. That's 4 on this part. It's a bit scary because here we have the through holes. Okay, that will be interesting. Let's do the bottom ones first. Okay. So those two worked. I'm a bit scared to put it in here. Let's see. Do I have something? Cardboard is not quite ideal, but let's do it like this. Ooh. That worked. Not my favorite thing to do, but that worked. Okay, so that's done. Let's go to the next one. Yeah, it's a different part than the one I have, I think. But it's this part here. So oh, Cookie, I'm sorry, I don't see your comments all the time. 200 works fine for you. Yeah, I don't know, like I have to push in a bit with 200. So I'm now at 240. And like I have to push, but it's like kind of like going in a very smooth motion. I mean, potentially just like the soldering iron or the material is it's slightly different. But I think I stick with 240 for now. Let's see, a couple more to do. That's this one and 2 on the back. I think it's way harder with the streaming thing than one might think. Like paying attention to like what you do, showing what you do, selecting the right camera angle or like the right scene. There's a lot of stuff going on. Okay, that's one. And is that the last? No, maybe there's more. Okay, that's it. So I only have one left from this bag. There's this part which technically has a hole here, but I'm not quite sure if this is like meant to have a heat insert inside. Because in the picture from the GitHub it doesn't. And here we are also done, right? Yeah, it's not assembly. And judging by this picture, like there's no heated insert in here. So I think that's the one we need for now. Okay. Let's assume that's it. And mount what we have. So let's start with the front piece. I'm still like, I didn't print the transparent inset or like that, how's it called, like the diffuser yet. But I can access that and it's like easy to like remove again. So I'll just mount that now. And then in case, or like whenever I have the art ready. It's also like, let's help a bit. Not sure if that's the intended way to do this, or whether it should just fit and my part doesn't fit. But that works well. Yep. That works. Where's the camera? Here. So let's put in 2 screws. Yeah, like I'm a bit annoyed that there's like no manual for the Kirigami. So I'll just stick with the video, but like the guy is like upgrading existing printers a little bit different. And then also like the parts I have, like for example, this one, like this is like published 2 weeks ago. So it won't show up in the video for sure. But yeah, I'll just step by step try to figure it out. Okay, that doesn't work. I need the Allen key here. Put it through. Okay. Okay. So then this part goes in here. It's kind of like clamped down on one side by the print part, and then like the other side gets a little screw. Okay. Then this goes to the back. Oh, sure. Done this one first. It's now a little bit awkward to reach those screws here. On the bottom one first. Okay. But there's definitely like a through hole here. I'm pretty sure that there's like a heated insert on the bottom, and you have to like screw it in from below. So otherwise it wouldn't make sense. There's no other way to mount that. Okay, let's see. We can also mount this little LED in the front, right? Like the diffuser is missing, but we can put it there. No, I should have done it first. Oh God, I missed that message. Do I have other warrants? No, that's my first one. It's actually my second printer. I have an Ender 3, which is my first printer. And the last year and a half or something, I wasn't really printing that much. Like I was like always busy with other things, and yeah. But what I do is like I love building stuff like that. Like that meaning the kit here. It's like a massive Lego set for me. And I wanted a second printer. And then I was first looking at like getting like a P1P from Bamboo Lab. And yeah, like I figured out that like you can't connect via serial to it, which was kind of the end of the Bamboo Lab story. Because I definitely want to use Octoprint with it. Then I was kind of looking at the Prusa Mini, but I also like kind of like didn't quite fit what I wanted. And then I was looking at the Prusa Mark IV because like Prusa Mark IV was coming out. And then like I just realized that I kind of want something to tinker a little bit with, like great printer, but like something I can like work on and just like building it. And then I kind of like stumbled into the entire Voron thing. And yeah, I don't have super much space and I don't have the need for a huge printer. So when I saw like the Voron Zero, I was like, oh, nice. So that's like kind of like how the Voron Zero was picked. Yeah, that's kind of like how I can do that thing. But for me, it's like more, it's like fun to build that for me. And I get a printer out of it, which is amazing. Okay, let's quickly check the video again. If there's... Yeah, it definitely doesn't have like this part. I have like this little wire strain. Yeah, we're way behind that. Okay. Should have watched the video first. So this one goes the opposite direction basically. Okay, cabling we can also skip for now, and we don't have the bed yet. Yeah, this little white part. Oh, this little white part that's visible here briefly. No, I lost it. Yeah, here the white part he's not putting in, like that's the one piece I still have to print. It's like the only part from this material, so I was like kind of too lazy to do it so far. Yeah. What is he doing with the... Okay, so basically the cable chain I would ignore now for this step, because I know this is 8 months ago, so this is for sure not 0.2, and they changed the cable chain from 0.1 to 0.2. So yeah, like I'm also like looking way more towards like tinkering with the thing than like using it, because like I mean, like, I'm printing stuff every now and then, but it's like by now like most of the things I want I have. And yeah, but like for me it's also like more like to have a test platform. Like I kind of wanted to have a printer. I wanted to have two printers, because I want to have one printer with Marlin and I want to have one printer with Clipper. So this now basically means that the Voron will be my Clipper machine. And the Ender 3 I now have will stay with Marlin and Octoprint. So initially, like when I was looking for printers, I was like, the idea was like to convert the Ender to Clipper and then have like a Marlin printer new. This was looking for like the Prusa direction a little bit. But now it's just the other way around, so like the Ender will just stick with Marlin. And if I need to print something larger, then I have it. But for the rest, yeah, I don't have to use it that much, I guess. Okay, let's quickly check the menu. Like, where does page 43 pick up? So they mount the bed. So we can skip over the cable chain stuff indeed. So we can skip over the cable chain stuff. Yeah, I'll put my bet that you have to put a heated insert in here, and it basically is mounted from the bottom. So let me just do that. If this is the wrong thing to do, I think we have some spare heated inserts, so I can always like pull it out again. Let's see. Okay. Okay. And then let's mount this. So this goes on like this. And then I guess we can continue with the manual. Now that we have that, like this will be added later. So that means we can mount the bed. Let's just mount the bed. So this part for sure is for the cable chain. This part, like, I'm not quite sure how that goes together. But I hope we figure it out soon. Okay, that's the screws we need. Now we should remember which way is up. So the side with the one, okay, so this one is down. So the one where we are still missing one, that's down. Okay. That goes in here. Then I'm not sure if I can use my screwdriver here. Yeah, the answer is a clear no. Clear no. Good. I mean, I could also just get up and get my Allen wrenches, but... Oh god, okay. Yeah, this one doesn't have a ball end. Let me quickly grab mine. If I have a size that's small. No, I don't. Oh god. That's the smallest one I have, and that doesn't fit. That's this size. Oh. Okay, then we have to deal with that. Let's just... Oh, that's not fun. Like they are so close to the bed that you can't turn it. But I see there are multiple in here. I mean, what I can do is I can just do it like this. That's maybe the easiest to just use it like this. Okay. Oh, this is really painful to tighten those screws there. Okay. This is all not really helpful here. Let me remove that again. Interesting, as soon as like there's no like manual, like it becomes way more difficult to do that. Okay. Yeah, that's much easier. Yeah, like those on the sides, it's like impossible to tighten. Let's see how to do that. Like the ones in the middle are kind of fine. It's like enough space for a bit. I wonder if I missed something. Or I just don't have the right tool. Like I'm missing like a ball hex in that size. Which really would come in handy. Okay. So they're all kind of in. Yeah, I have to like do half a turn and then lift it out again. This is in. This is in. It is. So I want to overstrip those and 2 screws. You mean turn like this? I mean, technically it would give me a little bit more. It's like 3/4 of a turn. But here it doesn't. I mean, that's the only way I can tighten anything here for those. Okay. One is tight. This one's the last one I have to tighten. And then this should be all good. Yeah, turning the Allen key was a good suggestion. Not sure why I didn't do that myself. Okay. Let's double check that everything is tight. Looks good. Okay. Oh, that was something. Right. It works. That's more than I hoped for. I think we should still like loosen one side and just like move it up and down a bit so that it can self-align. Let's see, do they do that? Trimming, loosen the screws and bring the bed assembly all the way to the bottom. Yeah, that's exactly what I had in mind. Loosen these 3 screws and bring your bed assembly all the way down. So basically they loosen the 2 on the top. So basically loosen those 2. And the one on the bottom. And then basically they do this. Remove that. Make sure it's lined on top. And then we can tighten that again. Now I can remove that rubber thing. Yes, that's true, because it's like limited here. Yeah, that goes quite well. Let me actually redo that now without the rubber thing because it gives me like a little bit more travel. Oh, oh no, this one also. You can loosen all three. And then this one let go. Okay. Like around here, there's a little bit of like, not resistance, but it's like not. Like it's like more like a vibration in this area. Like it's fine here. Fine here. It's just like here. Not quite sure. But it's like running smooth enough. Like it's only Z axis, so it should be fine. Then squaring. Move the bed assembly to the top and ensure that your Z extrusions are perpendicular to the frame. Okay, so we moved it to the top. And we check this is perpendicular to the frame, which it is. That looks good. Yeah, that's good. Yep, perfect. So that's that. That's our bed. Cool. More trimming. Check for any binding or snags. So I mean we have this. It's not really like binding or snagging. Bed carrier must be moved freely along the entire length of the rail. If it does not, loosen the blind joints on the Z extrusion and repeat from the previous page. No, it's fine. Even more trimming. Let's see. Move the bed carrier back to the top and tighten screw number 3. Do one last check to ensure that the bed carrier has a smooth motion up and down. Oh, we shouldn't have tightened. Aha. Okay, we shouldn't have tightened that screw. Okay, let's quickly do it again. Like I did not read that properly. So we loosen all the 3 screws. So loosen all 3 screws again. Then we move this down and tighten screw number 1. Make sure this is aligned. We tighten screw number 1. Okay, screw number 1 is tightened. Move the bed assembly to the top and ensure that the Z extrusion is perpendicular. Let's double check that. That looks good. Okay. Tighten screw number 2. So this one is number 2. This should set extrusion spacing at the top of the Z rails. Okay. Then more trimming. Check for any binding. That's the case. it's fine. Even more trimming. Move the bed carrier back to the top and tighten screw number 3. Do one last check. Let's tighten screw number 3. Okay. Do one last check to ensure the bed carrier has smooth motion up and down and there is no binding. Double check the two distances are equal to 1 as you can get it. This will ensure that the bed is centered left to right. Okay. Let's quickly double check the spacing here. This is ever so slightly more than 58. And this is exactly 58. I don't think I'm bothered enough to loosen it again. Like it's 58.5 and 58. Yeah, that should be fine. Like it's just like the horizontal positioning of the bed. That should be half a millimeter, shouldn't. Oh. I am getting better with switching the cameras, but it's not there yet. Cool. So this is like 58.5 and it's like 58, but it's fine. Cool. Then that's that. Yes, I greased the rails yesterday. So I basically, what I did is like they came in little bags. I cut the top of the bag. I filled isopropyl alcohol in the bag, moved the rail in the bag a little bit. Did it for all 4. And then basically I did what LDO suggested. So I filled grease into a syringe, moved the carrier over a screw hole and basically pushed the grease from the bottom. I can actually show with the last rail. So basically I moved the carrier over. Yeah, you actually see a little bit of grease here still. And then I just pushed the grease with the syringe from the bottom until like it came out on the sides. So there's like plenty grease in here. Yeah. Oh, this one goes for the X. This kit actually comes like with 4 LDO rails, and then there's a high wind rail for the X. And it's like it's kind of amazing because this one like actually is like way smoother than the LDO rails. Like there's like a little bit of like, and I don't know how to describe it, like vibration is the wrong word, but it's like you feel there's like something moving, and here it's like you feel the balls basically moving in the race, and this is like super smooth. So yeah, yeah, I greased them yesterday, and I also used the preferred grease that the Voron guys recommend, which is the Mobilox EP2 grease. So it should be all fine. Cool. Let's see what the manual has in store for us next. Z end stop. Okay, so this is this part. And this goes in here. But we need to find the end stop switch, because I don't know where that is at the moment. We for sure need one more of the node rod nuts. And we need a M3 hex nut. And it goes in here. And then we need self-tapping screws M2 by 6. M2 by 10. Which is this back. Okay, well, let me search for the end stop switch, because I do not know where this is. It's not in the... Yeah, here's only like the cable for the LEDs. That's supposed to be in here. No. Nope, that's not supposed to be here. Let's see. I guess would be that in the electronics section of the I had the main board, which is SKR Pico. Very very small. It's kind of like amazing for this printer. Like everything is so small and tiny. Oh yeah, and I managed to get one of those. I'm very happy and proud of that. The heatsink? No, it's fans. No, it's not in here. Let's check tool head in motion. It also doesn't look like it's here. We have a cable kit. There's and stop switch, but not the one we're looking for. Oh, here it is. This one should be it. The other ones have the lever. This one does not. It has the JST connector not fully put on. Okay, success. Let's put it all back. Okay. Then this goes up. Is there like a direction this goes in? So they orient the switch to the front. I guess it doesn't make a difference. So let's do it like the manual says. So the switch goes to the front. Oh, fascinating. It's actually like, it's too small a cycle, but it's like a Omron branded switch. Very fancy. It's like one thing I really like about this kit, like the parts seem to be really high quality. Like they don't cheap out on stuff like switches. Make sure to not over tighten that. This looks like it's parallel. Yeah, it looks good. Let's put the self-tapping screws back. And then let's put in a nut. What does the manual say regarding... Oh, we're not here yet. Aha, pay attention to the position of the switch. It actually calls it out. Okay, yeah, we have it to the front. That is correct. M2 by 8. Let's look for M2 by 8. M3 by 8. A big bag of those. Yeah, so I did it the wrong way. That doesn't work. That is not how I'm supposed to mount that. There's even a groove here, but that doesn't help me. It's supposed to go in like this. No. Oh god. Maybe I should stop building that right now. This goes in from the side. Exactly like this. Yeah, now the orientation also makes sense. Yeah, let me show it in a second. Put it on the side. Okay, this needs to go up like this. Okay, so basically the switch, yeah, so basically the switch, let me make sure I see what I show, is now basically just like next to the rail. That's why the orientation, like the left-right orientation matters. And now as the bed comes down, like it hits the switch, like you hear it click. It's like it's a bit of a bad angle because I'm bumping the bed. Yeah, you see it like here. It's like directly next to the rail, and then like as the bed comes down, there's a click. Not sure if you hear that. Most likely not. Cool. Cool. Let's make sure this is right. Okay. That is a bed with the end stop switch. The 0.2 actually has sensor as well as. Okay, see you. I'm still not sure how to say your name. Cookie LK. See you next time. Cool. Okay, so this is nice. Yep. Runs also well. Cool. Then let's see the next step. Yes. Test function. We hear clicks, or like at least I hear clicks. I hear clicks. That's all empty bags. I'll try to like kind of like keep track of all the things. Okay. We tested the function. We need to preload some nuts. Remove uprights. Ah, all that work. I mean, put the camera up again a bit. Remove the uprights. What a shame. This was a E, no, C or H extrusion. Okay. We remove the uprights. It's kind of like going the wrong direction here. We preload nuts. So on the top, it's like going towards the end here with my no drop nut mod. 2 on top, 2 on the bottom back, and 1 on the top back. Put that down. There's the second one going in here. One goes in here. And 2 on top. Okay, so this is 1 left. That most likely would be the end of the stream if we run out of those. I thought I would get away with like having 20 for like a bit. The plan was to like print more. Preload 2 M3 nuts. Oh no. Well. Well, that's bad. Let's see. Okay, so are we 1 short of continuing with all that? Do they preload more? Yeah. Okay, so basically if we would have 1 more, we would be able to continue quite a bit. So problem now is preload 2 M2 on the bottom. And we have 1. I'm kind of like inclined, like the kit comes with slide in nut. Somewhere. I saw them. There's so many bags and stuff. Here. So the kit comes with those slide-in nuts, which you can apply after the fact into the extrusion. I'm kind of inclined to say I forget 1 nut now, and I just continue. I mean, technically, you could also just like push in 1 nut without into the carrier. Which would kind of suck, but let's go with that. So I'll just have like 1 loose rattly nut in here. Okay. Where do you fall out? You fall out here. Should have printed more. Okay, but then let's continue with the manual. So we preloaded those. Then, oh god, I'm losing like nuts left and right. Okay. So we have those here. Let's try to like, no, how it works, does it work? Oh, we have to, let's see. I can't tilt the thing too much because then I lose the nuts again. Okay, so that's one. Let's do the other side. Okay, that's two. And then we have on the bottom E extrusions as well. Yeah, that makes sense. E extrusions as well. I'm just like roughly attaching them so that the nuts don't slide out all the time, hopefully. But so you have to tighten them a little bit more so they don't fall out. Okay. Then maybe I should have done the bottom ones first. Oh God. I did it the wrong way. If you can't tell, I didn't do that before. And I'm doing a really bad job right now. Okay, let's do it. Did I then preload now the nuts also in reverse order? Let's double check that again in the manual. So we have nuts. Yeah, exactly, I did it the wrong way. We now have 2 on top and then 1. Yeah, no, it's correct. So basically I had here I had 2 and here I had 1. Okay. Cool, then let's do it smarter in the second approach. So let's just do the bottom one first. And let's just try to make this stand. How can I ensure this is square here? I can obviously push this down. I'm not sure. I mean, I can technically do it like this. I can just tighten those two together. And then I can like slide this in here, push it down. Okay. Or at least it doesn't fall over again anymore. Let's do the same here. So we tighten those together. First align to hole. Okay. Put this in. And then this should be kind of square. Okay, cool. So it doesn't fall over anymore. I call it success. I call it success. Okay, cool. Well, it's also like, it doesn't fall quite on its own weight, but it does. Cool. Then I am curious to see how we can ensure this is square. We can clamp it like, oh, it's getting like bigger. And we can technically clamp it like this. That would give us like at least like a alignment vertically. Okay. It's not the best alignment. Yeah, I wonder how we can like ensure that this is like proper square. I guess we can't right now. I mean, I could just be like, yeah. Which one did we lose? Like one of those slid out. We can just do it like this, I guess. Okay. Only problem is now we have the linear rail here. Not sure if this helps. Making it square, it's most like more like a hindrance than anything else. At least we have the bottom surface. Okay. Feels like the linear rail's now like sitting on the surface. So it's not really helpful. In fact, I think it's even better if we do it like this, because like the linear rails like stick out, so this doesn't like lay flat. Maybe we can do it like this. Helps a bit, I guess, but yeah, that's not final positioning for sure. Okay. I mean, it's something. Oh. By something, I mean nothing good. Let's at least try to get the bottom ones fully squared up. Okay. Okay. Yeah, that's better. And still not square, but let's actually put those cables quickly just through here so it's out of the way. Again, I'm not sure if this is just my... Okay, let's leave it like this for now, knowing that it's definitely not square. Okay, so they add extrusions at the end, right back, which are M3 by 10 and then H extrusions. 3 by 10. I only have one of those left. There must be second back then. Let me quickly see. And 3 by 12 and 3 by 35. And 3 by 8. And 3 by 40, 30. And 3 by 10. Here we go. Okay. Let's see. Okay. And then we need H extrusions, we said, right? E, H, H. Yeah. That makes sense. Yeah, the bridge is kind of like slowly getting too big for my camera frame. Let's use the helper. No. That's not it. White line. Okay. Okay. Let's do this one more time. Okay. Those are in. 37 millimeters from the end is what this is supposed to be. It's more like 36 for me. More like 36 for me, but that should not be the issue if it's the same on all. Which it seems to be. Okay. It's like 37 millimeters. And then we have to slide in the bottom panel. And we have to preload all the nuts we don't have. Let's see, and then I put in the extrusions from front, and then there should be, but they do not do anything regarding squaring anymore. So this seems to be kind of like implied. Okay, so I think then that's where we have to end. Because I don't think we can square this like without having like the other parts of the frame. So basically like 2 more missing, right? There must be more missing. Because we have still 6 extrusions. Yeah, so you slide in the D extrusions in the front. Oh yeah, there's like second layer, like another 4x4 on top. I totally forgot. Yeah. Then I guess that's it for today. Yeah, I guess it's the first stream. Leave me some comments if you like it or not, what I can improve. I think it's quite fun for me. I definitely have to like improve this like camera setup a little bit. It's my iPhone on like a super bad tripod. Yeah, I guess thanks for tuning in. We went for like 2 hours 40 minutes, not super long, but kind of where we have to end now. Cool. Thanks for tuning in. Hope you enjoyed it. See you next time.